small. So,
we're old and hard of hearing.
Can't see either.
That's okay. I'm not that good looking. Anyway, we're a pretty small group, but one of the reasons we decided to spearhead organizing a San Diego show for the Joe Hill 100 Road Tour is that I used to do a small club night called Crononaut about 5 years ago. And so I was able to say, no, it's not rocket science. You just get a stage and get a venue and if you've got the band, then you're halfway there. Yeah, I stopped doing it because I stopped doing my club, not because it was so hard, but because you know, I thought I was putting out a pretty positive night, and then there were some venue problems. We did kind of some gatherings with our regular group in the park, and it turned out to be just before the last presidential election.
Where was the venue?
The venue was a place called Queen Bee's.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Where's that?
North Park.
North Park.
Okay.
But we had some problems with it. But anyway, the thing was, that was the first time I got to not be a DJ and an MC and kind of mingle with some of the people. And they started talking politics. And I found out, well, like a quarter of the people coming to my event were racist, fascist assholes. So I made a promise to myself that I would never be involved in putting on another musical event unless it was explicitly political, and none of those people would dare set foot in it.
You got communist socialist lovers.
Are you a warm-up act?
But we had a lot of help putting this on. So, the members of San Diego IWW want to thank the organizers and artists of the Joe Hill 100 Road Show and several groups that co-sponsored and helped publicize the event tonight. You were talking about how many people to see, me too. We had no advertising budget and really depended on word of mouth and social media networks. Special thanks go to our host, the San Diego Education Association, San Diego Imperial County's Labor Council, Activist San Diego, Solidarity, UCSD Union Coalition, Woodsism in the Draft, Center for Worker Justice, University Technical and Professional Employees, Local 9, Workers Film Festival, Resource Center, Store, KNSJ Radio, the Groundwork Folks Collective, and please visit the Groundwork Folks table at the back of the room. Now for our next meeting, and we meet here, so you know the way now. The IWW, we meet on the third Sunday of every month, barring one more last relocation due to a Chargers game. Last, fortunately, in December. But on November 15th, following this up, we're going to have it be a potluck social, as well as a meeting, and an open roundtable discussion on organizing in San Diego. So, you're all invited.
12:30 p.m.
We know you'll all fit.
What
So,
time?
here we go.
What time?
12:30, November 15th. So,
And that's a Sunday or a Saturday?
it's a Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. So, tonight, we celebrate the life and music of Joe Hill. Born Joel Haugland in 1879 in Sweden, and executed by firing squad in Salt Lake City on November 19, 1915, 100 years ago. He was the poet laureate of the industrial workers of the world, a writer of songs that are still sung today, and framed on a murder charge by bosses and politicians intent on sending a message to the IWW and all who would fight back against the abuses of the capitalist system. But guess what? We're still here.
The capitalist system is teetering.
Yes,
The world.
Joe's songs and words will be featured tonight, as well as songs from each of tonight's performers that are in the spirit of Joe Hill and the principles of industrial unionism for which the IWW is known. So thank you so much for coming. Please welcome Chris Chandler.
Oh, yeah. It's our first night. We've been rehearsing though. All afternoon. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Long-haired preachers come night every night, trying to tell you what's wrong and what's right. Oh, and that's how about something to eat. They will answer the closest to the sweet. Everybody, you will eat by and by, in that glorious light from the sky. Well, work and pray, Lord, hey, you'll get high in the sky when you die. That's a lie. Well, the stars and all they pray, and they sing and they clap and they pray, till they've got all your coin on the drum. And they'll tell you when you're on the ball. Everybody, you will eat by and by, in that glorious light from the sky. Way up high, work and pray, till on day, you'll get high in the sky when you die. That's a lie. If you work hard for children and spouse, try to save a down payment on your house. You're a sinner and a bad one, they tell. When you die, you will sure go to hell. You will eat by and by, in that glorious light from the sky. Way up high, work and pray, till on day, you'll get high in the sky when you die. That's a lie. You will eat by and by, in that glorious light from the sky. Work and pray, till on day, you'll get high in the sky when you die. That's a lie. Working folks of all countries tonight, like our people, freedom will fight. When this world is wealth we have gained, the raptures will sing Mr. Rain. One more time. You will eat by and by, when you learn how to cook and how to fry. Make it hard, chops of wood, you go, and you'll eat in that sweet by and by. That's no lie. My name is George Mann, and I'm so happy to be here with two of my great friends, Chris Chandler and David Rovix. And
We started, tonight's the first night of the western leg of the Joe Hill Road Show, and the last leg of 4 different segments of this tour that went throughout the year. Started May Day out in Chicago, where the IWW was born in 1905. People like Bucky Hoffer and Ann Feeney and Little Rev and others like that doing those shows. And then in July, we went through the East Coast with Magpie and Charlie King and myself as the core, but folks like Joe Jennings and the Labor Courses in New York City and DC joining us at different concerts. And then there were some shows down in Atlanta and a couple in Louisville and Nashville, and then this leg, which is going right up the coast. David and I are doing all 10. Chris is doing the first 5, but it's LA, San Francisco, Nevada City, Reno. It's at joehill100.com in case you want to know about the other shows. And tonight we want to celebrate Joe's life, sing some of his songs, and sing some other ones too that are in that vein. Eric, you did steal our cheat sheet though with you anyway, so please take it back, or we'll never speak with you again. No, it's got a couple of readings on it. So, and we're going to do 2 sets. There'll be a short intermission in the middle for people to get a little more peace, a little more community, check out the music and the other materials out there. Thank you, Fred. So we do a few songs for you before we bring up David and Chris. First one I want to sing in. And that was one of Joe's first songs, of course, as we can say. The first known song that made it into the songbook and the Red Book. We wrote it for the Free Speech Fight. And this next one is acknowledged generally as the second one that came into, well, being, so to speak, Casey Jones. Right? And the Wilds love to sing these great songs, right? And they took the melodies from the old Christian hymns because everybody knew the songs, the melodies, and they made the words more relevant. And they often chose songs like that, right? Because people didn't read many people. Like a lot of them, English wasn't their first language. The story of Casey Jones, the heroic engineer who saved all his passengers by, throwing his body on the brakes and the brakes failed. Well, Joe turned that into a story of Casey Jones, the Union Scat. Well, the workers on the SDEA line strikes an outfall. Casey Jones, the Union Scat, would strike it all. Spoiler, it was bleeding and the drivers on the boat. And the Lynch and the barons laying all out in row. Casey Jones, everything's on power running with Casey Jones. Was working double time, Casey Jones. Got a wood medal, for being good and faithful on the SDEA line. Help us when they strike. Casey said, let me alone, then take a hike. Someone threw a bunch around the lines across the track. Casey hit the river with an awful smack. Casey Jones hit the river bottom. Casey Jones broke his foot in the spine. Casey Jones became an Angelino. Took a trip to heaven on the SDEA line. Casey got to and went up to that pearly gate. He said, I'm Casey Jones, the man of all the enemy freight. You're just the man, said Peter, our musicians are on strike. He did a job of scabbing in his time to life. Casey Jones got a job in heaven. Casey Jones was mighty fine. Casey Jones was scabbing on the angels, just like he did to workers on the SDEA line. Said it wasn't fair. Casey Jones would go around and scabbing everywhere. The Angels in number 23, they sure were there. They pumped and fired Casey down the golden stair. Casey Jones went to hell of fire. Casey Jones was never set on fire. Casey Jones get busy shoveling sulfur. That's what you get for scabbing on the SDEA line.